New statistics show that Apple is eating Samsung's market share, even in Korea. Latest HTC One M9 leaks show major design changes in the camera setup, and Google's Cellular service seems to be the next thing to come. I'm Jaime Rivera, and if you're going to spend Friday the way I am, make sure you call a cab at the end. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today have to do with Apple versus Samsung, but not in the way you think. Actually, let's talk about market share. For the longest time, Samsung has owned its South Korean market because it is its home turf. The most any competitor had reached was 20% of the market, but new reports claim that Apple reached 33% of the market share, dropping Samsung's dominance to 46% between the months of October and November, which makes sense. This was the time that the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus launched, but it just gives you an idea of how unpopular Samsung has become, even if it's so country. In other cool official news, link to the description, you will see my full Lumia camera for Lumia Denim video, talking to you about how cool it is to have a Windows phone right now that runs Lumia Denim. And as it turns out, Microsoft has just confirmed that Windows 10 smartphones will have the Lumia Camera app as a default, meaning it doesn't matter if you have an HTC or a Samsung Windows phone, you'll be getting this with Windows 10. And what makes it cool? Rich capture moments, everything in the video. Watch. We've been doing a lot of talk of the HTC One M9 mainly because of the leaks that we've seen recently. We've said that the design doesn't look any different than the One M8. But if you look closely, notice that there is no dual camera in these recent leaks. And it seems that HTC is going away with that and instead going with this really big camera lens. And by camera lens, I'm not just talking about the glass that surrounds it. Try to look closely into the image. The camera lens looks huge, so hopefully that 20-something megapixel camera that's being rumored is going to be hotter than the dual lens, because the ultra-pixel camera was great as long as you didn't want to zoom into the shots. Another product we've been talking about is the Samsung Orbis, which is the code name for the round smartwatch that Samsung is working on, Gear Round or whatever you want to call that thing. And we've been talking about a rotating ring at the top, and we've been wondering exactly what the point is here with the patents. Turns out that some internal sources claim that this ring will actually serve for navigation, meaning that if you want to answer a call, you slide the ring to the right, or end the call, you slide the ring to the left, and apparently it's going to be a navigation button for about everything you do. Hopefully this is optional, because it is a cool idea if you want to zoom into something, fine, like the whole rotating button that Apple is bringing to the Apple Watch, but if it's going to be the mandatory way to navigate, that thing is going to fall off after like 2 or 3 months of use. But we will keep you posted on what we see, hopefully at MWC. And finally, for the very interesting rumors of the day, let's talk about Google's plans to become an MVNO. This has been something we've been discussing for years. The fact that Google will probably want to become a cellular company using another company's spectrum. And apparently the rumors are that there are significant talks between Sprint and T-Mobile, up to the point that there is apparently already a contract. And this contract considers that, number one, there is this volume clause where if Google proves to have a popular service, then there would be a renegotiation. There's another clause that apparently shows that this Google MVNO would be sort of like Republic Wireless. It tries to default to Wi-Fi as much as it can, and then it falls back on the cellular spectrum when needed. And it just seems that this is Google's idea of how to revamp Google Voice, which is pretty much the only service that hasn't been revamped from Google yet. It seems that Google Voice would probably be a cellular company in the future, and it leads me to the question of the day. Would you want Google to be an MVNO, and what would you want from this company? I would love it, mainly because Google Fiber is just so affordable in the companies that it serves that yes, if Google Fiber and Google Voice would be a service eventually, it would make a lot of sense. Google is making a lot of things affordable. It would just be awesome, but leave us a comment down below. What do you think? Friends, yes, you know the drill. If you want to get news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week.